Howdy folks, you're watching DEUCE and welcome to my 11th annual Black Friday Firearms Special. I cannot believe I've been doing this for 11 years, but here it is. I'm looking right at it, so it's gotta be true. If you aren't familiar with my Black Friday Firearms Special, I go through all the deals. I come through all the deals across the country and find the best deals that I think are the most interesting and let you guys know about them. Here's a list of all the companies I'll be going over today. I will leave their logo in the bottom corner somewhere here so you can scrub through the video as much as you want to and find what stores interest you most. You don't have to watch the entire video, although I would appreciate that for the algorithm. A quick note before we get started, please hit that like button and think about subscribing to my channel because I make absolutely zero money on this video. The only reason why I make this video is because I want more Americans to buy more guns. Let's get started. Starting off with Academy Sports. This year, Academy Sports is not advertising any deals for firearms or ammunition. They do have a couple of good deals on gun saves, but pretty much that is about it. They did the exact same thing last year, but individual stores did have certain sales on guns and ammunition. So go into the actual local store and take a look. They might have a flyer there for their Black Friday specials that are specific to that particular store, but they're not having any kind of nationwide sales on guns. Next up, Bass Pro Shop / Cabela's, because they did join forces several years ago and they're offering the same deals between each store. They're going to offer a Savage Axis XP bolt action rifle in several different calibers. All the normal hunting calibers will be available for $360. That's a great deal for a very accurate rifle. I need to pick one of those up. They have a Savage 110 Hunter XP with a Vortex Diamondback 4 to 12 power scope available. Of course, various calibers are available, all the normal hunting calibers, for $750. Now those Vortex scopes are fantastic and have a great warranty. And for the same $750, you can pick up a Browning AB3 with, of course, various calibers available with a Leupold VX scope on there, which is, I think, the better deal. If you've always wanted to have a 4570 lever action rifle, then here you go. Marlin 1895 stainless trapper lever action 4570 rifle for $1,200. Now, I remember back in the day, these were like $600, $700 all day long, but unfortunately, times have changed. Inflation, Marlin got sold to Remington, then Remington collapsed and Ruger bought them, and now these are the standard prices, unfortunately. So if you want to play with the 4570 lever action, you got to pay the price tag. For a much more reasonable $260, you can pick up a Ruger 1022, not like this one. This one is my completely opted out and modified 1022, but a standard carbine 1022 for $260. That is honestly surprisingly cheap from what I've seen in the stores. For $200, you can pick up a Winchester Expert 22 bolt action rifle. It is basically the bolt action version of this Winchester Wildcat, which I have really gotten to know and like. This particular rifle, the 22 bolt action version, should be just as good. And just like the Wildcat, the Expert takes Ruger 1022 magazines, so you can use the extended magazines or what have you on these, and they are fantastic. Now, this is not a threaded barrel option, so I'm going to wait for the threaded barrel version before I pick one up myself. For $100, you can pick up a Heritage Rough Rider revolver in 22 long rifle only. This is one of my favorite deals that comes out every single year. Some store somewhere always has one of these for $100. This one is just the plastic grips version. They offer all kinds of fancy grips on their website, and you can also buy a Magnum cylinder for it for usually $30 or so, but $100, that is a fantastic deal. These are so much fun. Make sure you spend about 100 rounds to break it in before you start making judgment calls on its accuracy, because some of them need some break-in period and some of them are super accurate right out of the gate. But for $150, you can pick up the exact same revolver, but it also includes the Magnum cylinder and a leather holster. I could take or leave the leather holster, but the Magnum cylinder is a must for enthusiasts. For $200, you can pick up a Winchester SXP hybrid pump action shotgun in 12 or 20 gauge. Now the hybrid action is really cool because when you shoot it, it assists you, the hybrid assists you to eject the shell. So pretty much all you got to do is just let it come back under inertia and then you chamber the next round. It's very cool and it speeds up that pump action even more so. Even though the pump action is a very quick action, this is quicker. But even quicker than pump action is the Beretta A300 Ultima. It's a semi-automatic shotgun in either 12 or 20 gauge for $700. So you got to pay a little bit extra for that, but it is semi-automatic from a reputable dealer and manufacturer. They'll also have tons of deals on air rifles, including a $35 Daisy Red Ryder, which is what I started with and what most boys in the South did start off shooting, a Daisy Red Ryder BB gun. For the low price of $30, they're going to offer these Walker Razor electric ear muffs. I've been using these pretty much exclusively for the last like 6 months or so. These are great. Of course, I paid full price for them. $30, I wish they were $30 when I bought these. That's about half price. Next up is Dunhams. Dunhams is offering the same kind of Hellcat combo that a lot of other stores are offering as well this year. So the Springfield Hellcat Pro Combo, 9mm, very popular carry option. This one has several mags and a laser involved with the combo. $550. For $200, you can pick up a Taurus G3C, which is a fantastic pistol. The entire G series pistols from Taurus have really turned around most people's opinions on Taurus, that and the TX22. Both those pistols, especially the G series for carry, fantastic option for the budget-minded carry option. $600 will get you a Savage Arms 110 Hunter bolt-action rifle. Various calibers will be available in each store. All the normal hunting calibers will be available. And this one comes with a Vortex Diamondback 4 to 12 power scope. So that is perfect for your next deer. $450 will get you a SIG P322. It's a 22 long rifle pistol, and it includes 3 mags and a holster. You can pick up a Rossi RS22 semi-automatic 22 rifle for $130. They're very accurate. They are made very cheaply, very cheap feeling, but they are very accurate and they just run. In my opinion, the better option is this one right here, which is a Winchester Wildcat 22 semi-automatic rifle. I've got one right here. I love this thing. It's super lightweight, super accurate, and reliable. It takes 10/22 magazines, so you're never going to have to search around for that proper magazine. $180 will get you a Rock Island TM22. It's a 22 semi-automatic rifle that kind of looks like an AR-15, but not really. I still think the Winchester Wildcat is the best deal for semi-automatic 22s at Dunhams. So take my advice, go with it. $340 will get you a standard Henry lever action rifle, just like this one. Fantastic option. $340 is a great price in today's times. $380 will get you either a Savage XP or Mossberg Patriot bolt action rifle, various calibers and scopes included in those as well. So those are ready to go for your next hunting trip. And if you're looking for an inexpensive AR-15, Radical AR-15 chambered in 5.56, just a standard 5.56 AR-15, $450. But if you want to step up to a nicer AR-15, the Smith & Wesson M&P AR-15 chambered in 5.56 includes a Vortex red dot, $700. That's a good price for the whole package. And for $100, you can pick up a Heritage Rough Rider revolver just like this one right here. I'm not sure what grips it has on it, but just like this one. These are fantastic. I love these 22 revolvers. $380 will get you a Smith & Wesson M&P Shield with a Crimson Trace red dot. So that's a good package right there. And the Shield is a fantastic carry weapon. If you always want to pick up a Kimber, they've got several options right here. Kimber Micro 9mm Kimber basically, is going for $590. And for $700, you can pick up a 1911 from Kimber, chambered in a classic 45 ACP, 3 mags, holster, and range bag. Now let's talk about Farm and Home. At Farm and Home, they're going to offer the Winchester Wildcat semi-automatic 22 rifle, $175. That is a great price for this rifle. For the oddly specific $303 price tag, you can pick up a Winchester SXP hybrid pump action shotgun. I think the reason why this is more expensive than the other offerings is because this is the 3.5-inch shell option, not the 3-inch shell option. So you got a little more oomph in there. Another popular option this year around is the Springfield Armory Hellcat 9mm package. There's a lot of combo packages out there for the Hellcat, and this is no different. This one comes with a Crimson Trace red dot, 3 mags in total, and a carry bag, all for the price of $600. And that Hellcat has become a very popular choice for concealed carry. And if you're looking for a cheap 12-gauge shotgun, Farm and Home has the cheapest one I've seen in years. It's the Escort 12-gauge pump action shotgun for $130. That is stupid cheap. I have no idea if it's a decent shotgun. It may not be, I'm not sure, but $130, it might be worth the gamble. And next up, Fleet Farm. At Fleet Farm, you can get yourself a Rock Island Armory 1911 chambered in the classic 45 caliber ACP automatic Colt pistol for $400. The Rock Island 1911 is what all the other inexpensive 1911s are compared to, so that is a very solid option for $400. For the low price of $120, you can pick up one of these, which is a Savage 64F. It is a semi-automatic 22 rifle. They come with 10-round magazines. I think there are no extended round magazines available. It's just 10 rounds only. I did a video on this a long time ago. I personally could not get mine to shoot very accurately, but a lot of people claim theirs is super accurate. So luck of the draw, $120 and you'll find out if you got a good one or a bad one. If you always wanted a nice over-under shotgun, then you get a Mossberg Silver Reserve, either a 12 gauge or 20 gauge for $500. And if you're looking for a classic revolver in 38 Special, Rock Island Armory has one, the M206 38 Special, a 6-shot revolver with standard classic wooden grips, which is nice, for $200. I'm not sure how good the lockup is or anything. I've never played with one of those, but $200 is worth a gamble. For $350, you can pick up a Mossberg 12 gauge Shockwave. Now, personally, I do not like shooting the Shockwave as it sits from a factory like that. They're just not very practical for my purposes. But what they are is a fantastic host to make it into a short barrel shotgun. You buy that, you pay your $200 for the NFA tax, and then once you get the okay from them, then you throw your stock on there and you have an excellent short barrel shotgun. For $350, you can pick up a Walther WMP 22 Magnum pistol. I personally do not understand the Magnum pistol phenomenon going on because it's almost as expensive to shoot 9mm, so you might as well just shoot 9mm. But that's just me. If you have a need for a Magnum pistol, then here you go, $350 from Walther, so it's going to be good quality, you know that. And here's another Hellcat combo, Springfield Hellcat 9mm combo. Comes with 5 mags and a carrying case for $550. Very popular carry option these days. There'll also be quite a few deals on inexpensive carry and range pistols. So for $150, you can pick up a Sky 9mm, just like this one. They're great. The trigger's awful, but they are fairly reliable and compact for a 10-round magazine 9mm. For $300, you can pick up the M&P Shield. I have one of those as well, but it is in my bedside table. And for $250, you can pick up a Taurus TX22. Now, it's not the fancy version. It is this one with this upper on it. So just, there you go. Well, there's a picture right there too. So, so yeah, TX22, I cannot recommend this enough for a nice solid 22 pistol. Fleet Farm also has the exact same deal, the $30 for Walker Razor earmuffs. These are fantastic. Highly recommend them. And next up is Rural King. Now, if I look or sound a little bit different, it's because I had to film this out of sequence. Rural King did not come out with their ads. I could not get a hold of them early. So right now it is Wednesday morning, November 22nd on 2 a.m. That's when I'm filming this. So hopefully I get this edited and out on the interweb for Wednesday morning or afternoon at the latest. So for Black Friday, Rural King's going to have the Taurus G3C. It is a great carry pistol, 12 rounds of 9mm for $186. That is high point level pricing for a modern day pistol. If you don't already have something like that, go for it. For $300, you're going to pick up the Rock Island Armory 1911, but chambered in 9mm. So if you ever wanted a 9mm 1911, that is one of the best prices I've ever seen on one. For Black Friday, they're going to have the Sky 9mm pistols for $140. I've got a couple of these right here. These are great for backpacking, for having in your glove box. These are not the most aesthetically pleasing. These are not the most fun to shoot, but they do go bang every time. For $555, you can pick up a Savage 110 Apex Hunter. It's going to have a Vortex scope and either chambered in 308 or 6.5 Creedmoor. That is a good price for a good rifle in those calibers. For $150, you can pick up a Winchester Wildcat just like this, except it does not have the threaded barrel. I've already talked about this quite a bit already in this video, but this is a fantastic deal. $150 for this rifle. If you don't already have a semi-automatic 22 or you want to get another one, this is a good deal for that, I promise you. For $300, you can pick up the pistol that I shoot best. It is the Brownie Buckmark Camper. I've got one of these. I have shot the bejesus out of this thing, and I've just gotten more and more accurate with it. It's just normal iron sights, nothing special, nothing fancy, but for some reason, I shoot this better than anything else I own, and I own a lot of 22s. And to feed those two 22s I just mentioned, they're going to have Army Score 22 ammo, 50-round box for $1.97. And you get this box right here, and inside, when you open it up, you got a target. Now that is forward thinking right there. And I actually have a video on Arms Score ammo, and it's good stuff, surprisingly good for the price. Two things at Rural King that look cool, but I highly recommend to avoid. Number one is the Escort Bullpup shotgun. Buy any other shotgun at all, because bullpups suck. and cheap bullpups suck even harder. So just don't bother. And the other one is this Riley Defense AK-47. It looks great. The price is good, but I promise you it'll only last a couple thousand rounds before you start getting into problems. So save up some money, do some Googling and some searching around. You can find a Wasser for not much more money. And the Wasser will last you tens of thousands of rounds before any kind of issue, and it'll hold on to its resale value. So go with a Wasser, not with anything like a Riley Defense. Next up, Sportsman's Warehouse. They have a ton of good deals. So if you live next to a Sportsman's Warehouse, I highly encourage you to go down there on Black Friday and check it out. If you do not have one near you like I don't, then just feel envious to those who do. $300 will get you a Mossberg 500 field pump action shotgun, 12 or 20 gauge. It's the field version, so it's the big boy. It's not a tactical version, but still, $300 for a Mossberg 500, not bad. For $200, you can pick up a Ruger 1022. Now, these are not anything fancy like this. The Ruger 1022s that they're offering are the most basic ones available. There's just polymer stocks. Now, I don't even think they have sights on them, so you're gonna have to buy a red dot to throw in there as well. But again, $200, I've not seen that price for a Ruger 1022 in years. If you're looking to improve the trigger action in your Ruger 1022, for $63, you can pick up a BX trigger. Right there's the packaging of it. Of course, the trigger itself is in my fancy pants Ruger 1022 right here, and it is a good trigger. For the low price of $100, you can pick up a Hi-Point 380 pistol. Now, the pistols of Hi-Point are the butt of many jokes. They usually work. They are the opposite of being ergonomic. They are awful to shoot. Hi-Point has a great reputation for their carbines and not so much for their pistols. But for $100, if you need something to throw in a nightstand, there you go. For $330, you can pick up the Henry Classic 22 lever action rifle. It's exactly the ones I have right here. This is a fantastic rifle. I love shooting this thing. I paid something around $300 for this thing maybe 6 or 8 years ago. So $330 in today's prices, that's a deal. You can pick up a Savage 110 Apex Hunter for $370. Various calibers available. Probably all the normal hunting calibers will be in the stores. And if you're looking for an inexpensive AR-15, you can pick one up from Radical Firearms. It's an AR-15 chambered in 5.56 for $450. If you want a nicer AR-15, you have the Springfield Armory St. Victor in 5.56 for $830. $570 will get you a Walther PDP 9mm with a red dot. And yet another Springfield Hellcat combo. This is the Hellcat Pro. Got the red dot and light for $700. $300 will get you a Ruger Max 9, which is a very popular carry 9mm, and it doesn't break the bank. If you bump that up to $450, you can pick up a nice 6 Hour P365, of course 9mm. If you always wanted a cheap revolver, $200 will get you a Rock Island Armory M200 38 Special. I believe it's a 6-shot revolver. For $650, you can pick up a Springfield Armory SA35. That's a 9mm, basically high power, and it has all the bells and whistles that you know and love from high power. So if you never shot one of these before, they feel like a tank. It truly is a blast from the past, and a lot of people carried these in Vietnam in lieu of the 1911. For the low price of $50, you can pick up a Anderson Manufacturing strip lower. There you go right there. You buy this, you take it home, and then you can buy whatever kit you want to online, have it mailed straight to your house, and build your own AR-15. Of course, you did have to pass the background check to buy the lower, but everything else, you can pick and choose whatever you want for your AR-15 by just buying the lower. And if you buy a safe from Sportsman's Warehouse on Black Friday, they'll throw in a cheap free gun. Or free cheap gun. Free cheap gun. There you go. And now let's take a look at some of the online stores. There's a ton of online stores on there that not only are they having Black Friday sales, some of them are having Cyber Monday sales and sales all weekend and sometimes all month. So starting off with Palmetto State Armory. That is a great place to go to for PSA Palmetto State Armory branded AR-15 kits. You buy your Anderson Manufacturing lower locally, you pass a background check, you bring this sucker home that same day in most states. Then you order your entire kit to build that with from Palmetto State Armory, and you come out with a very good AR-15 that you built yourself practically for not much money. The next online store is Bud's Gun Shop. Now, Bud's Gun Shop's a little bit different in the fact that they're mostly online, but they also have a brick and mortar location in a few different places in the country. Their local stores, they advertise locally with their Black Friday deals, so it's not really useful to many of you out there. But their online store does have Cyber Monday, and their big Cyber Monday sale that I think is the best thing is the Hi-Point 9mm carbine, not like this one. This one is outfitted with long shot manufacturing goodies all over it, so it won't be as fancy as this one, but it should have the threaded barrel. The picture they show does not have the threaded barrel on it, but I'm pretty sure all the 9mm carbines are threaded. But $239 for a Hi-Point carbine, that's a great deal, and they are super fun to take to the range. Kentucky Gun Company is very tight-lipped on their future sales, unfortunately. I cannot get anything out of them as far as their future deals, but they've been having deals all single month long, and that will continue all the way to Cyber Monday. So, take a look at them every morning to see what their sales are, and, go ahead and pull the trigger on something if you like it. The last online store we're talking about today is Sportsman's Outdoor Superstore, and I think they have the best deals of the online stores that I can verify at the date of this recording. For $200, you can pick up a 10mm Hi-Point Yeet cannon. That is a threaded barrel. It's got the weird kind of octagonal top to the slide now, so it's the most updated version of the Hi-Point pistol. Are they good? Are they bad? I have no idea. But you can put a suppressor on there, so that's something. For $170, you can pick up a Heritage Rough Rider revolver boot pistol. It's the barkeep, but it's even smaller. The smallest one for a long time was just a barkeep, but the boot is another inch shorter and doesn't have sights on it. So you're just spraying and praying, I guess, for all 6 rounds. That is the only Heritage 22 that I don't own yet. Now, I definitely want to get one. It's on my list. I've just not found one locally yet, and I try to buy locally if I can. For the low price of $330, you can pick up a TSOS 1911 chambered in 45 ACP. The thing won 2 world wars, back-to-back victories. It's got a forged frame, which is unusual for an inexpensive 1911. I did a video on this. I'll put some videos up here, or you can just go back in my backlog of videos. I reviewed most of these on here, but that thing is fantastic for the money and highly recommended. Another weird one is the Rossi Brawler. It's a single-shot break barrel pistol that shoots both 45 Colt or 410 shotgun shells. I almost pulled the trigger on that just a few days ago. I saw one on sale and I almost did it, but I just bought another gun that morning. And I try to spread out my purchases because, again, I pay full price. I don't get any kickbacks for this YouTube channel. I pay out of my pocket. And for $190, you can pick up a Winchester Wildcat, just like this one right here. Now, I'm not sure if the one they're offering has a threaded barrel on it. I don't think it does. But for $190, you can choose either a black one or the OD green one. And that concludes my 11th annual Black Friday Firearm Special for 2023. It's been a great year so far. I have some really cool things planned for December, so hit that subscribe button if you aren't subscribed. And of course, hit that like button because I make no money on this video whatsoever, so I'd appreciate the like just to help spread the word of buying firearms. If you'd like to, go ahead and leave a comment down below on what firearms you're mostly interested in, or what you'd like to see old Deuce here do a video review on in the near future. And as always, you guys have a great day. See ya!